Hey, this is Digital Dave with another cryptocurrency and blockchain update for C4C Patreon members only. Just want to give you guys a video update about the market and the C4C portfolio and where we're headed and all the other good stuff. There's so much going on in this whole space. It is the most complex space I've ever been involved in. It just changes all the time. It seems like it changes every hour. Something changes every hour. And I know I post a lot of stuff about Theta and I don't post too many things about Cosmos and track and reserve rights. It's so hard to keep track of 15 different cryptos as far as what's going on with their project, because everything is just constantly changing. And I'm definitely biased towards Theta, probably number one. And it is my number one holding, and that's for a reason. I'm not in love with the Theta project. Don't ever be in love with your investments, but just be in love. You're going to be in love. Be in love with the potential for profits. And Theta's got at least a 9x move ahead of it, 9 to 10x move ahead of it this year. That might be a little bit conservative, and that's okay if it goes higher than $20 this year. I'm totally happy with that. But the Theta DEX has been created, version 1, built on the Theta network. And this is going to allow for swaps of TNT20 tokens, which is similar to ERC20 tokens. So we'll be able to, any token that gets created on the Theta blockchain, TNT20, we can freely swap, no account needed, no KYC, none of that garbage. And the fees are going to be so much cheaper, because if you're using Uniswap, you know that the fees are costing about $50 now per swap. How can you make much money with that? Unless you're swapping thousands of dollars, that's okay. But this really should be for the average person as well. It should be the people's money. I'm all about for the people, not just all these elitists, which I am anti-elitist. I am just a regular guy, just like a regular person, just like you guys are. And so Theta has opened up a whole new world for swaps for the TNT20 token. So any project that creates a TNT20 token is going to be, you better swap those projects out. You can create a token if you want for your own business, for your own organization, or just for the fun of it, just like Big Dog 1111 created. It's pretty easy to do. It's actually a tutorial that's posted previously in the Patreon. I actually went a tutorial. I think it was a Medium article. It just shows you exactly how you create these tokens yourself. But we'll be able to buy T-Fuel using the Theta DEX. And really exciting stuff. So somebody posted, and they just nailed it underneath my last Patreon post about this Theta DEX. It says that Theta, they keep hitting every single target on the roadmap on time. And this is so undervalued, underestimated about they keep hitting their roadmap. They're not over-promising, they're under-promising, and they're hitting their goals. This is really important. Theta has been around $2 now. It's starting to wake up again, based on the KuCoin news that Theta is going to be able to be traded on KuCoin, and now the DEX is starting to wake up again. But it is really interesting that a lot of crypto investors get really impatient really quickly. Theta hasn't moved in a month. People are like, "Are you still like Theta? What's wrong? Why hasn't it moved? Everything else has moved but Theta." I'm like, man, a month is nothing. So you just realize that coins will wake up when they're ready. Theta will move when it's ready. It's starting to move now, but we haven't seen anything yet. Coins, they pop like popcorn when they're ready, when it's timed. I call it the incubation period. It'll sit low for a while, and it'll move when it's ready. So just don't be impatient with Theta. I think Theta could go as high as $80 this year, and I'm saying $20 to $80 for Theta. Which is really exciting. Speaking of popcorn, and speaking of a crypto that's been sleeping for a long time, and I did a few videos about it, and I called it Slowdano. That project obviously is Cardano ADA, and that is now my second largest holding, because it's been really, really moving. And Zilliqa was my second. Now Cardano is, because Zilliqa has been down in the incubation period now, so it's kind of dormant, which is okay. But Cardano is really waking up. It's just under 50 cents at the time of this video. I think it might be 47 cents. And when I'll make a post about something, and it is important. I know a lot of you guys read the comments below each post. but it's important to read those if you can, because one of my previous posts, a couple of posts ago, I put in there, I said, I'm buying. They said, what do you, somebody said, I've got some money to spend, what to buy? And I said, well, I'm buying Cardano. This was a few days ago. Cardano really moving now, still underrated at 50 cents. So I'm extremely bullish on Cardano. Charles Hoskinson is a super well-connected guy. And you know, they've got the Ethereum bridge, just like Theta. They have the Ethereum bridge. So projects built on, existing projects built on Ethereum can be ported over to Cardano, can be ported over to Theta and Zilliqa. So that's what's going on with the Cardano. I wouldn't hesitate to buy Cardano at 47 cents. I know it's moved a lot, but I wouldn't hesitate to buy it. It's still less than 50% from its previous all-time high of $1.30. Got a lot of room to go for that one. And I've said before, I think Cardano could flip Ethereum, meaning that it will be higher ranked up on CMC, CoinMarketCap, or CoinGecko, whatever you're looking at, just on the market capitalization, that I think Cardano will topple that. Zilliqa. So I had a talk with Blockchain Andy, YouTuber Blockchain Andy, and he's all about Zilliqa. That's his special, that's his niche. And it was a really interesting talk. One of the things that he told me is that they've been talking a lot with Coinbase, and this isn't a Coinbase prediction video. They've been talking a lot with Coinbase, so he thinks that they will be listed on Coinbase and Theta and Cardano as well. All three of those are just waiting to get on there, and I think the price is going to explode for all three of these when it gets on there. So a lot of interesting things going on with Zilliqa, and Zilliqa has ZilSwap. So they have their own. We have ZilSwap, we have ThetaSwap, which is all competitors to Uniswap. Uniswap, like I said, is just basically useless if you're trying to swap out a few $100s at a time when you're paying $50 in Ethereum gas fees. ZilSwap and ThetaSwap is going to eliminate that. So really cool things. Next, I want to talk about Chainlink. It is in the 4th position. So currently about $25, maybe $26 at this point. We're only a 4x away from a $100 Chainlink, which a year ago when I started talking about it, almost a year ago, people said $100 Chainlink is not going to happen. Well, we're only 300% from that happening, a 300% increase for Chainlink to hit $100. So yeah, we're just under $30 at this point for Link, and I know a lot of you guys got a lot of Link, and I do as well, and I'm not worried about Link. There was a lot of FUD that came out with Link half a year ago, and that turned out to be FUD. You know, if you hear the word FUD, FUD should automatically set off the alarm bells that it means it's false. Fear, uncertainty, and doubt is what it stands for. It should stand for false uncertainties and doubt. So just keep that in mind. If you see FUD, it is FUD. That's all it is falsities. Chainlink going to be a big deal. Moving a little bit slowly, but I'm not worried about Chainlink. I think Chainlink's going to pop to $150 this year. Some are saying that's conservative, but I don't want to throw out these really big numbers for it. I'm just going to stick with $150 for Chainlink. And okay, Bitcoin Cash. So I posted recently about Bitcoin Cash. There's a site called coinfairvalues.com, coinfairvalues.something. I think it's .com. And it shows you what the price, what the true value of a coin should be based on its use case, current use case, not what may happen in the future. Like this site, you put in Chainlink, it says it's valued at about $8, $9, and that's like, oh no, it's way overvalued at $26. But Chainlink is not really used widely yet. I still think Chainlink should be worth more than it is now. But over time, it will be worth more than that when it gets widely used with these with the smart contracts, etc. But that site shows Bitcoin Cash at a fair value of almost $1,700 now. And just recently, when I posted this, it showed a coin fair value of Bitcoin Cash at about $1,300. It's already about $1,650, close to $1,700 now on that site. And it showed, at the time I looked at it a few days ago, it showed Bitcoin's fair value is about 10 grand. Again, it's based on its use case. Bitcoin is not widely used. Nobody's using it for payment. When's the last time you've used Bitcoin to buy something? Basically, nobody has. What I'm just trying to say is, I know that people just say, there's certain cryptos, like I've said before, like with VeChain. Some cryptos just doesn't resonate with me. Like VeChain, I think VeChain is going to actually do really, really well. It just doesn't resonate with me. I try to buy it and it feels weird. Doesn't say if the project's going to go south or anything. I'm not saying that at all. And some people say, oh, you know, Bitcoin Cash, I don't feel right with it. So we're gonna, I'm just gonna avoid that one. That's totally okay. You know, you can trash it if you want, I don't care. I'm just saying, I think Bitcoin Cash is gonna surprise a lot of people. I'm still sticking with that because you know, if you look at the top 10 cryptos, there is, let's see, Bitcoin is digital gold, Litecoin is digital silver, Ethereum smart contracts, Cardano smart contracts, Polkadot is interoperability between contracts, and Binance token is in the top 10. That's a utility token used for Binance chain only. I think that token is actually pretty worthless. I'm not saying it's a bad investment. I'm just saying it's pretty worthless for utility. It saves you 25% off of trading fees. With all these decentralized exchanges coming on board, like ZealSwap, ThetaSwap, Uniswap, Binance, you know, I wouldn't want to have shares in BNB. I wouldn't have a lot of money in BNB. I know it's done really well. I just don't see a big future for BNB anymore. I don't see a big future for Binance unless they can really, I don't know how they're going to compete with these decentralized exchanges. I have no idea. So I'm not a big BNB fan. So back to the top 10, the only one of the top 10 cryptos that is digital cash is Bitcoin Cash. And this will make sense, you know, later on as I'm trying to unbrainwash all the people that are so down on Bitcoin Cash, and people are just saying, oh, you know, Roger Vere's the devil. He used to be the Bitcoin Jesus. Now he's a Bitcoin Judas. This is all propaganda, and I'm trying to unbrainwash people with that. And it's not just that; it's everything. We have to unlearn so many things, and just about everything is propaganda. And I'm trying to de-propaganda you guys as much as I can. But don't buy BCH if it doesn't resonate with you. We can make money other ways with other coins, and that's what we're doing. But Bitcoin Cash is, you know, it's showing at a $1,600, $1,700 value, fair value, and like I said, I think it could go to 5,000, 8,000 this year. All right. Okay, we got Polkadot. Polkadot is really woken up after being $4 or $5 for a long time, and I've just said before, I said don't give up on Polkadot. You know, it's just, you know, barely an embryo. Now it's a newborn now, but it's a very it's a very young project. It was just created, and we're going to see big numbers for Polkadot. I didn't make a mistake. I didn't make an error. I think with my last video, the public video, I said that Polkadot is with Grayscale. No, that was an error. It's actually, I meant Cosmos, which I have Cosmos. Cosmos is part of Grayscale, part of the Grayscale Trust, I should say. But Polkadot, people are earning 12% interest by staking it on Kraken. We're about to stake that on Atomic Wallet soon. They just say coming soon. We might be earning between 8 to 10% on Atomic Wallet. I would take 8% any day over 12% on Kraken, where that's a centralized exchange. And you know my view on that probably, that I'm not a big fan of centralized exchanges at all. Okay, we've got T-Fuel. Theta Fuel, again, very bullish on it. I don't see how someone can be bullish on Theta and not be bullish on T-Fuel. It doesn't make any sense at all to me. And T-Fuel, some are saying, why not just go all, you know, basically all in on T-Fuel and not Theta, because of the ratio is so out of whack. It's kind of like the gold-silver ratio. But I still, owning Theta is like owning the ATM machine. T-Fuel is like the cash that comes out of it. I'd rather have the ATM machine, but I still have about a 20% holding versus 80% holding from T-Fuel to Theta. This is dollar amount. I still think T-Fuel is worth getting some if you can, and you'll be able to get some on that DEX, the Theta token, Theta network. Excuse me, the Theta network DEX. You better get T-Fuel that way. Now it's just a little bit tricky, you know, just like Uniswap. It's not as user friendly as that Medium article says. But it just takes a little bit of practice. It is slightly techy, but you know, most people can figure out how to do that, no problem. Or just buy it. You know, you can buy T-Fuel on ChangeAngel.io. That's where I like to get it. And of course, Caleb and Brown Brokers has it, and Binance.com has it, and a few others. Okay, XRP. XRP. Someone got really angry with me the other day in some messages. Like, they were like, I can't believe you pumped that XRP. It's a scam and people lost money. I'm like, I couldn't have put any more disclaimers in that post about XRP about I'm not promoting this pump. I'm just giving you guys options, and I'm making you guys aware. Awareness is key. Take action or not, that's okay. But yeah, I'm not, I know these pumps usually don't work out. Now, if you bought XRP before this whole pump that was going on, if you bought before that, you've done really, really well. If you bought after it or right at that point when they said to buy it, yeah, surely that's, that went down quite a bit. There's a coordinated groups that were trying to counter that whole deal. And yeah, but XRP now, I think this whole lawsuit with the SEC is bogus. And when that gets cleared, we're going to see XRP starting to do really well. It's already now, last I checked, it was 44 cents for XRP. When I posted about that XRP, the big pump that was about to happen, or the big coordinated buy, I should say, it was 25, 26 cents. And now it's 44 cents. People were like, oh, I lost money. I don't know. There's money. we're up okay if we're about XRP at 26 cents. We're doing pretty well. And that's just a few days. That was a week. We're already up 30%, maybe, yeah, 30%. All right, anyways, XRP, I think it's going to go a lot higher. I think $10 bill. Yes, I know the market cap's going to be really high. I get it. But there's a lot of money out there. $50 trillion in the stock market alone, $10 trillion in the gold market, and just a measly $1 trillion in the crypto market. That's going to flip. We're going to see, I'm estimating about $10 trillion in the crypto market this year. There's a lot of money going to be coming in. What's going to happen? People say, what's going to happen with the stock market crash? Well, cryptos go down with it. It may temporarily, but you got to realize that people are into stocks, and if their value starts going down, they're going to seek safety. Traditionally, they've sought after safety with gold and silver, precious metals, and that's still an option. But now they're going to be looking for safety and returns and yields, passive income. That's where crypto comes in. It has the safety factor. It also has the passive income factor. It also has the fact that you can keep your millions of dollars worth of crypto wealth in a little laptop, totally encrypted, totally protected by a strong password, basically unhackable, as long as your computer's not corrupted. Then you can carry all this wealth with you, and that is your business right in your hands. So this money is going to be seeking crypto. Just be ready. I think you guys are ready. You guys have been around here for a while, so most of you guys, you're already ready. And by the way, I'm still buying crypto. Just to let you know that I know the cryptos have gone up a lot recently, but I'm still a buyer. Just to let you know I'm still a buyer. I'm buying Cardano. I've been buying Cardano. I've been really going heavy on Cardano. If you don't have enough theta, though, get your theta position now before it pops to $4. I think it might go to $3, $4 pretty quickly. Maybe a couple of months we might see $4 theta within 2 months. Just be ready for that. Digibyte. Well, Digibyte. People get impatient with Digibyte, and I don't blame them. But Digibyte is just when you give up on it. Just when you give up on it, that's when it starts to come alive. So DGB kind of plays mind tricks on people. So if you have a position in Digibyte, I wouldn't give up on it. I think it's got really big numbers ahead of it for that one. Yeah, Bitcoin is Bitcoin. I don't need to talk about Bitcoin. We've got Stellar Lumens. Stellar follows XRP. When XRP goes up, Stellar Lumens goes up. So I've got a position in XLM. And I believe XLM is a good one to hold. If you're going to buy XRP, you might as well get some XLM too. Whatever ratio you choose, up to you, 60-40, 70-30, 50-50, whatever it is. I think I would get some, though. I would get some. Aave, AAVE. So I got a little story to tell you about Aave. So back in 2017, I bought Aave for less than 10 cents. Now, Aave used to be called ETHLend. ETHLEND used to be called ETHLend. Ticker was LEN. Now I bought it for 5 to 10 cents. We'll just say 10 cents for clean math. Now there was 100 to 1 revaluation, so that 10 cent that I bought it for would be equal to $10 now. Now Aave is now about $400. That's gone up 40 times in about 2.5 years, 2 years plus. Okay. So me buying that for 10 cents, it was equal to buying it for $10. It's now, so it's gone up 40 times about. And when it was $200, I was going to talk about it in the group. I said, get some Aave. I really think it's a strong project. But the thing is, it's gone up so highly, and I don't want to talk about a project that's gone up so much so fast because the risk reward, we kind of lose that risk reward edge. But I'm really surprised that Aave is where it is now, and I wish I would have bought more. I wish I would have bought more Aave, but I'm really surprised. It's now almost 2% of the portfolio. It was less than 1% last time I did this video. So I can't tell you to buy it now or not. I would say if you want the bigger ROI, just stick with Theta, and you know, with that Theta Dex coming out, you know, there's going to be other cryptos that are going to perform like Aave has, go up 40 times in a short amount of time. So yeah, I still wish I had more of that, but you know, you can't go all in on every one of them. You can only go all in on a few. You can't. So enough of that one. Enough of Aave. Get Aave if you want. I think it's going to be around. It's my third, as I've said before, it's my third favorite crypto, DeFi crypto. Number one, Chainlink. If you have Chainlink, don't worry about you're missing the boat on DeFi. Don't worry about that. All these DeFi projects use Chainlink. Chainlink is the top of the pyramid. Okay, and then Ethereum, second best decentralized, or excuse me, DeFi token, and then Aave is my third. Okay, if you got Chainlink and you don't have these others, don't worry about it. You're going to do okay. Cosmos, briefly talked about Cosmos. I think Cosmos is pretty much under the radar. I think it's maybe $10 at this time. Cosmos has some really, really nice staking rewards. It's about 9%. And the Atomic wallet, and I believe the Exodus wallet, supports Cosmos staking. And you might want to pick some up. It hasn't really exploded, like it hasn't pulled an Aave. Maybe it will pull an Aave. I do like Cosmos. I think it, let me tell you, I like to look into the whole, like these, the controllers or the elitists, they like to give us little hints about what they're going to use, what's going to happen. If you you start watching The Simpsons, you can kind of see what's going to happen in the future. But Aave, that logo is a zero with a slash through it. I'm starting to think that Economist magazine that came out in, I believe, '88, has the Phoenix rising on it, and it has the Cosmos symbol. First I was thinking it was Stellar Lumens. I think that actually might be Cosmos, ticker Atom. I think it might be Atom. So they might have bigger plans for that than we can possibly imagine. That's why I have Atom. That's why I got it. Plus the staking rewards are really, really insane. You get rewarded like every couple of minutes. You get these little trickles of Atomic, and it just comes basically every few minutes. It comes, the rewards come. Okay, enough on that. That's pretty much it. Oh yeah, no, I want to talk about reserve rights. Reserve rights is under 4 cents, and that's gone up a good 10 times since we talked about it maybe about a year ago. It's gone up a good 10 times. That's not done too bad. It's actually still pretty quiet. It's actually settled down a bit if you want to get some reserve rights. If you don't have any, I would probably get some. I think that has, I think there's some elitists or controllers that are hoping that thing, or they're going to push that thing to do well too. I think it's going to be on Coinbase, because Coinbase Ventures has invested in it. So there's your clue right there. There's my clue. I don't want to. There's my clue that you know, Coinbase has invested in reserve rights. That's about all I need to know about it. Dogecoin. Okay, so Dogecoin. One of the comments from my post, somebody was talking about it, and I said, yes, I'm going to be a buyer of Dogecoin at 1 cent if it drops back down. Well, and this was after Elon Musk tweeted about it. Now, to my surprise, he tweeted about it again, just like a week later. Dogecoin, he's really, really tweeting about it. Maybe he's trolling us, I don't know. I just know what good marketing does, and Dogecoin has good marketing, but only because of that silly little dog. Well, he's a cute dog, he's not silly. That meme, it's a meme coin. And it shows you what clever marketing and, I'll say, personality marketing can do. Some people compare Dogecoin to Digibyte, and Digibyte is a rock solid, basically a bulletproof crypto, way better than Dogecoin. Dogecoin is probably the biggest S coin there is, the biggest S coin. But what makes Dogecoin attractive is that silly logo, And now you got the richest person in the world talking about it, and he's a very likable guy, you know, who doesn't like Elon Musk. But he maybe he's trolling us. But just on his tweets alone, I believe that Dogecoin could approach $1. It's a very large market cap, I know, but you got to realize the power of some of these personalities, what they can do. And you know, Dogecoin. But you know, one thing I didn't include in that tweet, or not the tweet, but my Patreon message was, you know, I was trying to get it out real quick. And if you read the comments, you probably saw more information. But you know, I said just put your spare change into Dogecoin. Definitely don't sell a good crypto into Dogecoin. Put some, if you want to kind of gamble a little bit, put your gambling money in there, or just your some spare cash if you have it. Put that in and see what happens with it. You know, it's for fun, and maybe we can make some money with it too. But it has dropped a little bit since I've talked about it. It was about 5 cents. It's now, at the time of this video, is 0.45 cents. This dropped a hair. I still think it can go up. Just don't put all your chips in that one. But if you want to just have some Doge, just have some fun, and you can, everybody's talking about Doge. These TikTokers talk about Doge. Wall Street Bets, maybe they're talking about it. But Elon Musk, a very powerful person, tweeting about it. He's got, I think, 45 million followers. That excites me. It shows you what marketing can do, and shows you what influence can do with crypto. And I realize, yeah, Dogecoin is just a horrible coin. But see, but this is something Digibyte can learn. I'm not worried about Digibyte. Eventually, it's gonna realize its true value, whatever that might be. Some are saying $10, $15 for Digibyte in the future. They just have to. Something has to really make that pop. Maybe it's gonna be an influencer. Maybe it's gonna be Elon or somebody else that could talk about Digibyte. Digibyte, the whole logo and the whole marketing is a little bit boring. You got Jared Tate. He's not the most exciting guy. He's a little bit of a controversial guy. He's not as a controversial figure as Roger Ver, but he really gets on Twitter and he just starts ranting about certain things. And I think he gets I think he feels underappreciated, and maybe he is. I believe that Digibyte's a really great crypto. Very, very, virtually hack-proof. I think it's stronger than Bitcoin. Stronger and more decentralized. That's why I like Digibyte. All right, that is pretty much it. Oh, I got some messages. People are saying, we really need to figure out how we're going to cash out because our, the portfolio is really starting to go up a lot. What we need to go out. What do we do? My answer is Caleb & Brown Brokers, because they can swap out millions of dollars for you, whatever your value is. But I'm just telling you, there's no cap. They're not going to cap yet, like 100,000 or half a million. If you're going to cash out millions of dollars, they can help you with that. I would be personally really nervous about cashing out millions of dollars on Binance. Coinbase may be okay, but Coinbase has problems too. Coinbase has a lot of lockdowns and shutdowns, and I just like dealing with a live person with a broker. Now, I realize that Caleb & Brown, they are so busy right now, and some people are saying they're not getting their emails returned quickly enough. And you got to realize, I got a message from Jake about 10 days ago. He said, good news is we are hiring more staff, but it takes them 90 days to fully train them. You got to realize crypto is a very complex space, very complex. And it takes them 3 months. Now, I understand that it takes them 3 months to train them. So they have capacity issues. They're really trying to ramp up their customer service and their traders. Even the C4C exchange, some swaps took a day. One guy actually messaged me. We had a dialogue. I was contacting Change Now. It was a very large sum, and I don't want to scare you to death. It took a few days for it to go through. But I can't do anything personally if your swap gets stuck or if it just takes a long time. I do have a contact there, and I can just kind of, say, hey, this person's having an issue. It's got to, but this was a lot of money. So my advice is, if you're going to use the C4C exchange / Change Now, don't swap out more than one Bitcoin at a time. Don't do several Bitcoin at a time. Or you can even cut that in half. You can do a third of a Bitcoin, do a third of a Bitcoin, do a third of a Bitcoin, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Don't put in a lot of Bitcoin to swap it out at one time, because what happened is that there was so much of a crypto being bought, there was liquidity issues that they couldn't get the crypto that was bought. And just go 10,000 at a time or 15,000 at a time, and you should be a lot safer, a lot better off. The person got his crypto, but honestly, it was probably a stressful few days. So just realize that these exchanges are getting so much volume in now. We're not even really started yet. Retail money hasn't even come into this whole thing yet. Just wait till your next door neighbor over here, and then your cousin that you haven't talked to in 10 years calls you up. That's when it's really going to get crazy. So just realize that these aren't scams, and Caleb Brown's not a scam. Change Now is not a scam. There's just a capacity issue. Even Coinbase especially shuts down when there's a lot of volume going on. Voyager shut down. I'm just glad we're in now, because these retailers that's going to get into crypto later on, they're going to be getting in a little bit late now, and they're just going to be dealing with a lot of bottlenecking issues. But hopefully we can get all that resolved. I think that's all I wanted to talk about. Somebody sent me a message, said, I've got an idea for you. I'd like for you to, or I'm going to suggest that you guys can figure out how to deal with, like, if somebody has all that crypto and then they pass away, how you're going to allocate that. How can they will that to their family? It's a really tricky issue. If somebody has an idea, or if somebody wants to come towards me or come contact me and say, hey, I've got this company, it's already intact, I'd like to hear about it. Because this really is a problem. It's a challenge. If somebody has a lot of crypto and they got their private keys stored in a notebook, and then they pass away, and their family, okay, sure, they find the notebook, but what are they going to do? What are they going to do with that? They see the 12 words or 24 words. What are they going to do? They're going to like, what the hell is this? So it is something that we have to, that I'm conscious of. I just don't have the solution yet. The best solution right now, and I'm not advising you to do this, but this is the best solution at this time, is if you have crypto with Caleb and Brown, they can somewhat take care of that. If you can just let them know if you have cryptos with them, or if you're using them, just say, okay, I want to leave these two people as my contact in case something were to pass, if I were to pass on, that I want you to contact them and cash out all the crypto and just wire the money to them. That's the best thing I know right now. But I'm looking for solutions. And if you have it, let me know about it, if you would, please. Okay. That's it. I've run out of notes. That's it. All right. This is DD. I will see you guys within Patreon, inside Patreon. Take care. Bye.